What is up, everybody? Back with another one of these how good were they seasons. I just did one with Justin Herbert. You can check that one also as my latest video. You guys really showed a lot of support in that video, so I thought I'd do it with Aaron Rodgers. Also, if you guys really like mock draft content, you should consider subscribing because I drop mock drafts a lot on this channel, once every week at least, and I got one dropping in 2 days. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers now. He led the Green Bay Packers to a 1 seed in the NFC, 13-3 record. Unfortunately, they did lose to Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship game, a game they almost came back on, which was crazy to see. They're down by like 28. They're down 28-10 at one point, and then they made it like a one-possession game at the end. But his overall season was just fantastic. Here are his major stats: 4,299 yards, 51 total touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and 70.7 completion percentage. He did have a pretty good supporting cast around him. He had the second highest ranked offensive line. He had a good wide receiver crew, in my opinion, with Devontae Adams, and his running back crew was really good, in my opinion. Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, and the rookie A.J. Dillon. You cannot use the excuse on Rodgers that he had so much help, that's why he played good, because then you just have to look back at week 3 and 4 against the Saints and Falcons. Without Devontae Adams in both of them, he put up phenomenal numbers. And against the Falcons in week 4, without his 2 top receiving options, he put up 4 touchdowns, 327 yards, and a perfect passer rating. He did not need those guys as much as like people said he did. He could work with basically any wide receiver trio, and he put up like phenomenal numbers. Nobody in football this year was more valuable to their team than Aaron Rodgers. He was just so good for the Green Bay Packers. Of course, there's guys like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and even Derrick Henry that had MVP-like seasons, but they just didn't have seasons like Aaron Rodgers. Of course, their teams wouldn't be the same whatsoever without them, but I don't think it's as comparable as what the Packers would be without Aaron Rodgers. But I still think they had phenomenal supporting casts. Every single MVP candidate had phenomenal supporting casts. It's really hard to be an MVP player without having a really good supporting cast. I don't think supporting cast is something you have to completely drag against the guy. I think you can consider it, but there's no way you can hold that against Aaron Rodgers because by far the Chiefs with Hill and Kelsey had a better receiving cast. The Tennessee offensive line is really good. You had Ryan Tannehill, and you got guys like A.J. Brown helping out, Derrick Henry, and then Josh Allen. You got Diggs, a really good offensive line, and other weapons. So many people thought that Aaron Rodgers was kind of becoming like a washed-up QB. Not fully, but they thought the Packers wouldn't, win the division. They thought maybe the Vikings or Bears would. They thought Aaron Rodgers would be really slipping out of that Green Bay starting role and that Jordan Love would come in. He completely proved all of that 100% wrong. He proved he's got a lot of time left in the tank, and I think he does too. He's currently 37 years old, and he's playing like he's 28. For next season, I do expect him to lose a guy in Aaron Jones, which, if you're a Packers fan, I really don't think that's a massive hit based off the fact of who you have behind him, A.J. Dillon. That was an absolutely amazing pick by the Packers organization, in my opinion, last year. I really don't think a wide receiver would have benefited more than A.J. Dillon will be in the future. A.J. Dillon as a rookie averaged over 5 yards a carry. I think it's like 5.1. The dude is a stud. He's an absolute tank. I really like to compare him to Derrick Henry. I think he's a fast back too. He's elusive, and his catching game is not the best, but it's something you can develop. I'm really excited to see what A.J. Dillon does next year. I don't expect them to re-sign Aaron Jones, but if they do re-sign Aaron Jones, then that's just another massive weapon that, helps him out. Something I found really interesting was that he had the second highest season passer rating of all time as a quarterback, behind none other than himself. That's something no NFL QB of all time can say that they did. I think it's absolutely crazy how he went from 26 passing touchdowns last year to 48 this year. I don't know how you can get that much improvement, especially from an older guy. Like, he was 36 last year. He's definitely getting over the hill as a quarterback. You can tell his speed's kind of going down, even though he's still been getting some rushing touchdowns and he's still a weapon on the ground. But it's definitely showing that he's getting a little older, even though he legit just got better. I don't know how you can get better. It's like LeBron James type of stuff, getting better when you're older. We'll see how long he can play. I think he's got a few years left in him, though. Some upcoming videos you can look for on my channel are college basketball conference predictions. I'll be putting those out when they start up. Like March 10th is mostly the start date for those, so I'll try to put them out maybe a few days before that. We got March Madness predictions also. That will be, maybe mid-March. And then I'm doing mock drafts every single Monday with some other videos in between those. So if you guys like mock draft content, I upload a lot of that to this channel. So make sure you guys check that out. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. This video is about to end. There's a few more highlights that I'll be playing on the screen, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.